Hey Aquarius, welcome to your reading. If you would like to meet your spirit guide, I put together a free meditation to take you on a journey to the Temple of Masters to do just that. I will link to that in the comments down below. And don't forget, I go live Monday through Thursday with free mini reads here on YouTube, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, so come hang out. Aquarius, so it kind of looks like the theme of your reading is you're kind of tired of the fight in relationships. You're kind of tired of the drama of relationships. Do they like me? Do they not? And there is an element of some people consider that like excitement, but you know that you're just ready more for that, like that embrace, that like, okay, I'm going to trust and know that you like me. And it's also like another way to word this is that you're just really afraid of doubting if they like you or not. Like you're just starting to become aware that it's more of like just an internal doubt in your head that you need to let go of, because you're ready to just like relax and unsafe and like, okay, they love me. And so you're really just ready for that, like, okay, I don't need the mental up and down anymore about this. I'm ready to just peacefully be embraced in their arms and love them and sink into them. Yeah, so that's kind of like the journey that you're on right now, just like unraveling that internal doubt or that internal worry that maybe they don't have your best back at heart. Like you're starting to recognize that it's the people closest to you who do have your back instead of trusting outside people so much. Like, you know, that person where they say they'll give their shirt off their back to a total stranger. So it's not actually good. That's a trauma response. And that's where I'll just give to other people, self-sacrifice. But the people who are closest to you, it tends to be no, I expect you to be more self-sufficient. Why would I help you pay your rent? But yet when a random stranger knocks on your door and gives you a sob story, you're like, oh my God, here's 3 months of rent. So you're kind of starting to recognize that it's about the closest people to you are the ones that have your back, not the strangers. So there's also going to be the awareness of how much you overgave to people outside of your close inner circle. So it's going to be kind of like oh, whoa, I've been kind of mean and kind of cruel to the people closest to me. And I've been so nice and kind to people outside. So there's going to be a little bit of that awakening, but it's also going to be that, okay, I trust them. They do love me. I want to feel that soft, gentle embrace. So it kind of looks like on the day-to-day how that's playing out, that there's just like a little bit of navigating that readjustment. You know, and anytime you have like a lens of how you view the world, I can't trust people. People are always out to get me. And you realize, oh no, these people I can trust. And you take that lens off, it is like a whoa, you know, like whoa. So you're just kind of, you're going to find yourself responding to things differently. You might find yourself being a little bit more generous to people you haven't been generous to, like those in your inner circle. And you're going to have like a, wait, do I want to give this? Because this is like a new pattern for me. You know what? I actually do want to give this. So just like give yourself that adjustment time as you discover the new ways that you respond to things in like whole new ways. Okay, Aquarius, because it kind of looks like in your recent past that there was just like, it's almost as if you kind of liked the little bit of mischievousness in your up close and personal relationships. You kind of liked the whole, like the drama of it, like yeah, I didn't return your phone call, but if you really loved me, you would forgive me, right? So like just that little bit of mischievousness, that little bit of testing. If you really loved me, you would do this, right? But it's like you're now hitting that point where it's like I can't keep testing them. And number one, you're starting to become aware of the emotional toll it has on the other person to always be testing, always having to prove they love you. Anytime someone's having to prove they love you, that means they're having to self-sacrifice a little bit for themselves in order for you to feel good. So they're always having to feel a little bad in order for you to feel good. And like, so you're becoming aware of that, but you're also becoming aware of wait, I don't always want this, like, do they love me? Do they love me? Do they love me? Oh, they love me. Wait, I just did this bad thing. Do you love me? Do you love me? You're like, wait, maybe we can just put work and effort into like finding something fun that we would like to do. Like maybe a cooking class that's like an 8 week long cooking class. We don't have to prep anything. We just have to pay for it. We show up, they prep everything, they teach us, they clean up. We just take good food home. Like you're kind of starting to recognize that your energy is more put into those like once a week activities, twice a week activities that you can do to like build that stronger bond with them, instead of the, oh, they do love me, oh, they do love me. Like you're just kind of starting to recognize that. And so what's kind of going on for you in the now energy is that there's definitely just like a wanting that new start in life. It's you just definitely wanting that new start in how you perceive relationships and how you show up with them and how you interact with them. Like you're definitely just kind of craving that new start. You're gonna get the new start for sure, but just be prepared that it's gonna be a little bit of a rocky journey for you as you like navigate seeing the, like you're gonna see the other person in a different way, right? Because if you've always been like on guard, like, oh, do they want to hurt me, do they not like me, do they only like me because I have money, and now you're like, no, they're here because they want to spend time with me. That it's not a light switch on and off. It's a, I'm feeling in my body a new way around them. I'm seeing them in a new way. So that's like a whole new what are those called, like neural receptors, neural pathways. That's whole new neural pathways being built. And like, you know, when kids are little, how they just kind of run around and play, but then they nap a lot. But that's because they're building all those neural pathways. So it's just kind of recognizing that that's why it's going to feel a little tumultuous for you. Like, well, I don't know why I'm so tired. We're getting along better. It's because like whole new pathways, how you see yourself, how you view relationships, how you view the other person. You're going to be, oh, I responded in a whole new way. Each time you do one of those, that's a new neural pathway being built in your body. So just be gentle on yourself as you start embracing wanting just more peaceful love. So it kind of looks like going into the near future. Going into the near future, it's just going to be like this cookie crumble moment where you're like a brutal kind of wake up call of like a, whoa, I can't keep approaching this the same way. I have to do something differently. Like I have to find a new way how to respond to this. So you might seek out outside help, like maybe hire a coach, maybe hire a therapist, maybe read a book and like, well, babe, I want a better relationship with you. Like this book talks about after the kids are grown up, how to rekindle that spark. Do you want to read it together? You know me, I can't read. Maybe you could read it to me. Or maybe you could read the chapter and then give me the summary. So it's kind of like you're just going to recognize like, I can't keep doing this the same way. I need to feel more peace and calm in my life. I want to feel like I'm on a good path to enjoying better relationships. And for some of you, it's not necessarily going to be needing like serious repair or like a book or a therapist. It might just be, hey, I definitely want like a once a year family vacation. Let me call the kids, let me call the aunts, and just kind of make peace and recognize there might be some emotions to work through and just see like, hey, can we plan a vacation this year? So you're just ready to like, I'm ready for something to change in how we proceed in relationships. So it kind of looks like your personal power this month is to embrace the change, essentially, is to be willing to take the change, is to be, instead of when you know, because sometimes what happens, most people resist change. When you do have that moment of like, I was just going to respond differently, I was going to trust them, I can't trust them, you might be trying to steal from me. It's recognizing that it's like, oh wait, I had this new thought for a reason, let me just lean into this slightly uncomfortable feeling for myself. And okay, old me would retreat and go hide in my room and be worried that they're trying to take advantage of me. New me just wants to sit here in this room, settle my emotions, and kind of lean into the uncomfortable, because sometimes just anything new is uncomfortable. So you're ready to just kind of like lean into that a little bit. And it is like your personal power is to be willing to view relationships differently, is to be willing to respond differently, is to maybe be willing to be generous in ways that you used to not be generous in. Okay, in terms of outside influences on you, Outside influences are really going to welcome this change. So if you would just lean in, Aquarius, outside influences are really going to welcome this change. They're going to be like, wow, she was so happy on that phone call. I hope we talk again. Or, wow, yeah, that family vacation would be really nice. Um, so outside influencers are going to welcome this. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. In terms of your hopes or fears, well, your hopes is that it really just kind of feels like you're like, I just want my, I want to say like retirement. Like, I just want my golden years, the close relationships I have in my life right now. I want them to be as peaceful and harmonious as they can. I want them to be as good as they can. So, your hope is that you can just, I hope we all can just let go of the past, be willing to start fresh, and be willing to just see things differently, all of us, and like lean into having a good relationship. So that's your hope. So what I can tell you, Aquarius, you got a good outcome. This is the full cycle complete card, and look, it's two people embracing and hugging. So it does kind of look like, I think you're going to be quite surprised how positively people respond to having a better relationship with you, and more connected with you. It's going to just like bring a cycle complete where you're going to embrace the change, and your close relationships are just going to be so much smoother and happier. So I hope this reading helped you, Aquarius. Don't forget, if you want to meet your spirit guide or master law of attraction, I put together some free gifts for you down below. If you'd like a personal reading, I'll put a link for that down below. If you I also go live Monday through Thursday here on YouTube, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time, with free mini reads. So come hang out. Lots of love until I see you guys next.